Hello everyone, and welcome to day number 21 of your daily Chafetz Chaim. Today we continue with the Chafetz Chaim's introduction to the laws of Lashon Hara and Rechilus, as he enumerates the possible positive commandments a person can violate through speaking Lashon Hara. Number 7. Everything we've said until now is true wherever a person might speak Lashon Hara. But should a person speak Lashon Hara or Rechilus in a Beis Medrash or Beis Knesses, a place which is designated for Torah learning or for prayer, then they are also in violation of the mitzvah of Umikdashi Tira'u, and you shall have an awe of my holy temple, which the poskim say applies to the small temples of today, referring to the Beis Medrash and Beis Knesses that we use for these holy purposes. And this mitzvah is given to us as a commandment to be certain that we treat these places with the proper respect, recognizing that Hashem is present there. And therefore we are not allowed to make business calculations in a shul. We're not allowed to act frivolously, speak in lightheaded manners, jokingly, or even just plain talking about nothing. This is all forbidden within a Beis Medrash or Beis Knesses. And certainly by speaking Lashon Hara or Rechilus, we are certainly in violation of this mitzvah, because we are showing that we do not believe that Hashem is present within the Beis Medrash or Beis Knesses, which would give us the audacity to speak against the will of Hashem while Hashem is there. And the Chafetz Chaim goes on to quote the Zohar, who writes that someone who speaks regular mundane speech in a Beis Knesses, in a shul, woe is to him because he causes a separation. Woe is to him that he is minimizing his belief in Hashem. Woe is to him that he doesn't have a portion in Hashem, the God of Israel, because he shows that Hashem is not there in this shul, and he has no portion in Hashem, and he is not afraid of Hashem in any way, and he acts in a degrading way against the kingship of Hashem, because the shul represents the kingdom of Hashem. The Chafetz Chaim then continues and says that even those who spend their days constantly learning Torah in the Beis Medrash, and for them there is a leniency that they are allowed to eat and drink in a Beis Medrash, which is not allowed for others. Nevertheless, they are still included in the prohibition against speaking mundane matters, and certainly anything prohibited within a shul or a Beis Medrash, with this mitzvah of Umikdashi Tiro. As the Magen Avram writes, just because they were given a leniency to minimize the Bittul Torah, the amount of time that they would have to take to go home, to eat, and then return, and that was, therefore they were given a leniency that they are allowed to eat in the Beis Medrash, but certainly that does not give them license to speak anything that is not allowed by anybody else, just because they have the leniency of being able to eat and drink in the shul. The Chafetz Chaim then goes on to give a lengthy discussion, which I won't get into, but basically what he says is that it is unfortunate and very common that during davening is when this will occur, as people have a little bit of downtime during davening, they start a conversation and ends up leading to something that is Lashon Hara or Rechilus, and this can lead to a lot of problems because A, they are going to end up inevitably talking during parts of davening that they're not allowed to be, during laning, during Kaddish, other parts of davening, those are also added sins to this problem. And in addition, if it's on Shabbos, which is again very common, more people there's more downtime, there's also an added level of this prohibition because it's Shabbos. In addition, it causes a chilul Hashem, because people are going to see and people are going to hear, and this is a desecration of Hashem's name. And not only that, but it's much worse because it's in public. There's a minyan there, so this is a public chilul Hashem, which is the worst of the worst. And he goes on and on to discuss how this is a specifically big problem during davening, and especially on Shabbos. And then he says, number 8, the next mitzvah that a person can violate is that if speaking Lashon Hara about an elder or a Talmud Chacham, both of which are included in the Torah's description of the word zaken, if the person speaking about them is in front of this person as they say it, then they are also, on top of everything else, in violation of the mitzvah of V'hadarta Pnei Zaken, that we are commanded to honor and respect the elders and the Talmidei Chachamim. And this is including speaking about them and speaking to them properly and in a dignified way, in an honorable manner. And by speaking Lashon Hara against someone in front of them like that is obviously not fulfilling the mitzvah of honoring them. On the contrary, by degrading them, that would also be a definite violation of this mitzvah of V'hadarta Pnei Zaken, that we are commanded to honor our elders and our sages.